All Rubber is an innovative manufacturer with extensive research and development capabilities that enable it to customise rubber products to any specific requirement. Ballistic enhancement and fire retardant properties are one example of customised compounds and products developed for special projects, such as the recently completed Tactical Response Facility at the Holdsworthy Army Base in Sydney. The brief for the Australian Department of Defence was one completely unique in the rubber industry and groundbreaking. A new tactical response training facility for elite soldiers was being constructed, and All Rubber worked closely with the engineers, the military and builders to create what is now the most advanced facility of its kind anywhere in the world.
This project involves providing ballistic protection material and installing that into a counter-terrorism training facility here. A lot of design work to design the detail of the rubber installation, and then a lot of work here on site. Yeah, it's sort of complete, sort of beginning to end, from detail design of the installation. There's also a lot of procurement done here in Australia and a lot of manufacture of sort of the more complicated elements performed by not only by All Rubber in-house, but also a number of other contractors around the country. Yeah, then bring all that together here, sort of after a 3 or 4 month time frame's sort of quite a challenge. There are two main different types of rubber installation. Solid moulded block material, which we see in all the live stairwells, for example, and around all the door frames. They're very, very large, substantial blocks of rubber. There's up to 8 tonnes of rubber on each door, in fact, where they're protected on both sides, and therefore relatively high hit areas. So that basically the bigger the rubber, then the more bullets they expect to absorb. The other main part of the rubber material is the curtain work, sort of with these lamels behind us, which are multi-layered rows of curtain material. And also in the room floor combat ranges, there's a lot of sheet curtain material that's been very, very specially designed using very, very specialised materials. The different rubbers we use have different functions. A lot of the fire-resistant curtain material provides a basic ballistic protection, and then there's some essentially pure rubber sheeting, pure natural rubber sheeting that closes up when a bullet enters, so that stops any fragments coming back and harming the operators. The intention of just about all of this material here is to protect the trainees, in fact, less so protect the structure behind the rubber. Here we have an example of some of the challenges that we face in this project. This live stairwell is completely clad with rubber. We have some quite unique construction arrangements here. The rubber on the bottom of this stairwell is actually cast in place in the formwork, and we had to come up with an arrangement that would hold that rubber into the concrete. Similarly, the rubber on the side of the stairs, these stringers, that was also moulded into the formwork. And then finally, when the concrete work's all finished, we have these substantial tread mouldings that are moulded in one piece that fit down over the top of the concrete to form the treads themselves. And there's a moulded non-skid surface on those. There's nothing in these elements is actually standard practice for rubber moulding and rubber lining, and there was an enormous amount of work that went into developing the techniques required to accomplish this. On the floor in here we've got a very, very thick rubber matting, which is all interlocked to provide ballistic protection for the floor structure itself. On the walls here we have a multi-layered curtain arrangement where there's this layer of curtain material on the top that closes up as a bullet penetrates, and then we have the main ballistic protection material behind that. That all protects the operators from any bullet fragments coming back when they fire into the walls. In this stairwell, the trainees can fire in any direction into anything, and they're completely protected from splash from the bullets coming back.
For similar ballistic applications or any other special project requirements, let our team of chemists and engineers develop products to your specific requirements. Installation crews and service teams can also be mobilised to work anywhere in the world. Let All Rubber help you with your specialised project requirements.